We're about to take it back. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Tony and Lee on the radio. Dr. Joe's therapy on the radio. The love doctor going live on the radio. Two mics and the mind on the radio. Radio, turned up on the radio. Turned up on the radio, turned up on the radio, turned up on the radio. Two mics and the mind. Two mics and the mind. Two mics and the mind. Two mics and the mind.
What up, everybody out there?
Hello. How are you guys?
Great. How about you?
Doing better than yesterday. Struggling with this cold weather here in Georgia.
Hey, well, it might be cold where you at, but everywhere I go, the ladies keep telling me I'm hot. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something. I am doing good. I'm looking good. I'm feeling good. What more can I say? Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Awesome.
Everybody week been going pretty good?
I say yeah.
Oh, interesting. Y'all tell me about y'all week. How things been going with both of y'all?
What's my week been? Like twists and turns, ups and downs, nothing you can't handle.
It sounds like you had a week of cardio then, twist and turn. It sounds like you're doing a lot of cardio this week. Go ahead.
She was getting her work on.
Yeah. Good
exercise. Working out right, yeah. But yeah. So yep.
All right.
Feeling sick or anything. So
yeah.
That's great. I'm thankful for that.
Hey, well, I'm thankful for you being thankful.
Okay.
Really, Joe, how your week been?
You know what? I just felt super tired this week. Like I felt like I couldn't work, but I did the best that I could. I felt really tired this week.
Yeah. Long week, huh?
It's a long week, and then there's a virus going around. So like my throat started to hurt, and it's like, then I got tired, but I feel better than yesterday, I would say.
Strep throat is going around. Just let you know.
I know. I am going to go get tested for that.
Yes, because you need to use the antibiotic to clear that up.
You know what?
I did not know that. You see,
since I'm a life coach, I have a few remedies that can help.
How can you help her?
Well, you say you got a sore throat. What you want to do if you got a sore throat is get you some muscle relaxer and rub it on the outside of your throat. Whenever your throat be real sore, just get some muscle relaxer, rub alcohol, and rub it on your throat. You can massage your throat too. You know what I mean? Take that throat massage or whatever. When last time you massaged your throat?
Honestly, I never knew you had to massage your throat other than taking a shower and washing your neck.
If your throat is sore, see, your throat is, a lot of people don't know. See, but whenever you have sore muscles, what you want to do is you want to put muscle relaxer on it and you want to massage it. Your throat is a muscle. And if your throat is sore, it's probably because it just needs to be massaged. So that's what you want to try to do. See, I'm a certified life coach. This is what I do. I help people.
You sound
life.
You sound fluffy yourself.
You know what, Tula? You must have had seafood for dinner because you sure sound crabby.
What? All right, let's move along. But yeah, other than that, it's great week. We're alive.
That's awesome. Yep. That's awesome. That's awesome.
It is. No complaints.
That's awesome. But try that throat compressions. Massage your throat. You can use rubbing alcohol. Try that right there, and that'll help a sore throat.
That's for
Believe
the.
me.
Is that for the sores on the outside, or to? It will not cure her infection, which is what that is. So what do you, yeah. If her
I'm just telling her try it. She ain't try. See how exactly how Tula doing her just now. That's exactly what you do. There you go. There you go. Just do that when you wake up in the morning. Do that a few times in the morning, a few times around lunchtime, a few times in
And
the
that's
evening.
going to
That'll take that
help
soreness
the
away.
inside of my throat as well.
That's gonna help your whole throat.
I've never. This is a new thing.
Yeah, you didn't know that you didn't know that your throat is on the outside.
what? What's wrong with
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-oh, you got a cough?
You
Was
know
that a cough
when
as
it
well?
hurts-
Is that a dry cough or that's a wet cough?
when it hurts, automatically your brain sends that signal.
Okay. Well, yeah, go ahead. Just try those throat compressions, like I told you, and let me know how you feel next week.
I will.
We'll get you right. We will get you right indeed. But Tula has some really good Tula is really real good on the medical side of things too. So she has some really good. What advice did you give her?
To go get tested.
I already told her, go get tested and get some antibiotics.
Yeah.
Well, if you get tested, you're not gonna get cured. The cure ain't in the test. The cure is in the cure.
But you can't cure the cure if you don't know what's going on in the body.
You have to be diagnosed. That's number one. I think people.
Well, I can actually diagnose you right now. If you want me to, I can diagnose you right now.
Diagnose her.
Well, I just got a few questions that I want to ask you. You know what I mean? These are personal questions. You don't mind no personal questions, do you?
Not.
Do I have to sign a HIPAA form?
No, it's not about your hip. It's about your throat.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah. Around what date did you realize symptoms started?
Last week. I would say Thursday morning.
Around Thursday last week. All right. Since then, as of the date, has your condition worsened or has the symptoms decreased?
Well, you know what? Some days it gets bad, and some days I feel better, and then it gets bad again.
All right. That was what we call bipolar. Yeah, some days where it's really good. Some days we're just really bad. You know what I mean? That's what it is. That's what it is. See, it don't take that long. Don't take that long. But everybody that watch, let me tell y'all something. It's all about solving problems.
Oh, you crazy.
Tula, do you know the best way to solve problems? Do you know how to solve problems?
How?
All problems are solved by the process of questions and answers.
All right.
Believe it or not. Let me say that again. For everybody that are listening under the sound of my voice, all problems are solved by the process of questions and answers. What y'all ladies think about that?
I think it makes sense for the first time. No, it makes sense.
I know that, right? First time they stay on that road now. They keep making sense.
That's what we doing. That's what we doing. Like as a matter of fact, I would like to submit the thought that as a part of the academic curriculum for students, they should all learn K through 12 how to solve problems in life.
Oh,
so they add a curriculum or add a subject in particular?
I think that is the most important thing that a student K through 12 can learn. They need to learn, how do I solve problems?
Don't they do that though? Don't they do problem solving already? No.
I'm sure they do. Even with, I think when you're younger, you kind of mix it in with behavior issues. Like if somebody, so if you take his blue crayon, how do you think that's going to make him feel? So you might make him feel sad.
Right, exactly.
Crayon.
That's not part of the curriculum. They should put that into the actual curriculum. It's how do I solve life problems?
I understand.
Because what I learned about life is every day you are encountered with a problem. And you need to learn how do you solve those problems. As a matter of fact, a better way to put it is, how do I make the right decisions? K through 12, these children need to learn, how do you make the right decision?
How would you do that? Create a curriculum right now for a kindergartner.
They do that though. They do that with the books. They already do that. Like Smitty said, it's like kind of like They don't do
But
it directly.
Club Doctor said that's not it. So what is it? That's not a curriculum. Come on, give me an example of what you would think. What would you do on a curriculum? Please and thank you.
Be more specific.
This is your thought.
No. You just asked me a question. In order for me to answer your question, I want you to be more specific because I don't understand the question.
He's
so
like,
be
tell
more
me what
specific.
we're talking about. This is something you brought up.
According to what you said, do you remember about the curriculum being for kids, kindergarten through 12th grade, in reference on the curriculum in reference to problem solving? What would be an example of that from you for just the age for kindergartners?
Let me make sure I understand. Your question is, what would be an example of the curriculum for problem solving? Did I understand your question correctly?
Yes.
All right. What I just did was an illustration and example of how to go about solving those problems. And what that is you first need to take time to identify what is the question. See, because oftentimes when you're faced with the question, a lot of times people don't understand what the question is. You have something known as perspective and clarification. Your perspective of what the problem or the question is might be totally different from what the question actually is meant. So what you have to do is you have to first take time out to identify and articulate what is the actual question that's being asked. And that's what I did with you. That's the first step to problem solving. You got to identify what is the question, what is the problem. And the way you do that is by the process of questions and answers. So the first thing, Tuli, in terms of a curriculum, here's a curriculum. It's called problem solving. What is the problem? And what I would ask you is I would say, hey, whatever student is, one of the most important questions that a student could ever learn is, what do you want to do? That's simple. What do you want to do? When you're in the kindergarten, what do you want to do? When you're in the first grade, what do you want to do? And people are going to continue to ask you that. And the reality of it is, as you matriculate in school,
you're going to know what to do.
That they don't know what they want to do. What do you want to do?
And then
I don't know. I think I want to go to college.
When they get to high school, they're going to know.
I think I might want to do this. I think I might want to play football. I think I might want to play an instrument. You know what? I really don't know what I want to do. So that's one of the first problems you face with as a student is, what do you want to do?
That's very bad wording. Because that's so open. It's like, what do you want to do? I want to eat my lunch.
Open.
You talk about my future, what I want to do for my career. You need to be more specific.
So let's take this for an illustration.
Okay.
Let's say I'm a kid in school and somebody asks me, what do I want to do? Now, what you just said are all different varieties. What do I want to do in my future? What do I want to do right now? What do I want to get home? What do I want to eat? The question still remains the same. The question is, what do I want to do? And whatever the answer is, think about it. Whatever your answer is, the next question should be, how do I plan to do it? So the first question is, what do you want to do? The second question is, how do you plan to do it? Why do you want to do it? And the fourth question is, what do you expect the constructive outcome to be once you do whatever it is you want to do? And that right there is the most effective way of how to solve problems before they even start. Because oftentimes people will get involved as kids. You'll start doing stuff. What do you want to do? Well, I want to be cool. I want to hang out with all the kids that's being bad. That's what I want to do. I want to hang out with the bad kids. Why do you want to hang out with the bad kids? Because they say hanging out with the bad kids is gonna be cool. Well, how do you plan to hang out with the bad kids? And what do you expect the constructive result to be when you're hanging out with the bad kids? When you think about that, they say, you know what? Well, if I hang out with the bad kids, I'm probably gonna end up getting in trouble. You know, I really don't even know why I want to hang out with the bad kids. And now that I've asked myself those follow-up questions, I've determined that what I initially wanted to do really ain't the best thing for me to do. Therefore, I need to find something constructive to do.
Wow.
And that, believe it or not, is the basic way of problem solving 101 with kids. Whatever it is you want to do, ask yourself, what do you want to do? How do you plan to do it? Why do you want to do it? And what do you expect the constructive result to be? Whatever the situation is, if you ask yourself those 4 questions, you can prevent and resolve a lot of problems before they even start. And that's my curriculum suggestion for problem solving 101. Good show tonight, fellas.
Wow.
Good show tonight, ladies. Oh, yeah.
You really think you said something for real? This is just so wow.
Are you serious about this curriculum?
He is very serious. He with them fingers up.
Listen, think about it. Think about it. For an actual suggestion, I'm just gonna, Dr. Joe, I'm gonna ask y'all a basic question. And just hypothetically. All right, Tuli, what do you want to do?
Be healthy.
All right. Why do you want to be healthy?
To live long.
How do you plan to be healthy?
Through diet and exercise.
And what do you expect the constructive result to be?
Long, healthy life, open mind, able to receive the word and live accordingly.
I think you are on the right track, and I think that is a healthy suggestion.
She gets an A.
Now, what I want to do, Dr. Joe, I'm going to ask you, what do you want to do? And just make it something negative. So, Dr. Joe, what do you want to do?
Understand why you're asking what we want to do with no extended question. Negative.
And that's fine. But for this particular example, I want you to say something negative because I'm using examples in the logic of a kid. The logic of a child's mind, I want you to give me something negative that a child can actually do that's detrimental.
All right.
Because I'm going to show you the same concept by using the same questions.
Okay.
All right. So, Dr. Joe, what do you want to do?
I want to go hit that kid that's quiet.
All right. You want to go and hit a kid. Why do you want to hit that kid?
I just don't like him. He's quiet, just sitting there. He never says hi to me.
How do you plan to go and hit that kid?
With my hand, just hit him behind the head.
Hit him behind the head. Now, what do you expect the constructive result to be?
For him to say hi to me every time he sees me.
So the reality of it is
attention.
that. So the reality of it is, if you think that if you go and hit this kid behind his head, that he is going to yield a constructive result by speaking to you every time you see him, do you think that's logical?
Yes, because I'm going to get his attention.
You're going to get his attention. Do you think he's going to get mad?
No.
You think he's going to get happy?
Yes.
If someone hit you, would you get mad or you would get happy? So the reality, if you're being honest with yourself from a child's perspective, you would probably say, hey, if someone hit me, I probably wouldn't get mad. I probably wouldn't get happy. I probably would be mad. I'd probably get offended, and it would probably escalate the situation, and it probably would be deconstructive and destructive, and I might end up getting in trouble. I might get kicked out of class. I might get wrote up to the principal's office. I might end up not getting a good grade. So before I go and make this bad decision, now that I've considered those 4 aspects, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to rethink a better way that I can come up with a positive, constructive solution. And that is what we do from K through 12 all the way up throughout life. That is how you teach a kid in the curriculum, the basics, 101 in life. And that is results that even as adults, we don't know how to make the right decisions. We don't know how to solve problems. And we end up engaging and choosing opportunities and putting ourselves in a situation where we create more problems rather than we actually solve problems. That's the basic way that I would teach a kindergarten curriculum on how to solve problems.
But that,
ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Let's hit the cash out.
No, don't do all that. Listen, in reference to that, do you think that life or situational education is better than having it on a curriculum and we go over these scenarios and we say, okay, let's read this passage about Joanna and her brother. You know, conflict resolution like that, or do you think it would be better for actual hands-on education?
Mm-hmm.
So I heard you say something about situational. Is that correct?
Yeah.
What do you mean when you say situational?
Me and Joanna fighting over a piece of paper. We're fighting over something at that moment. That's a teachable moment, as opposed to say, no, Joanna, give her Joanna back her paper and just let it go.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to stopping and, like you said, what do you want to do? Going through your 4 questions at that time.
Absolutely.
Okay.
That was a question one. Oh, look, doctor.
Yay! Woo! All right.
Wow.
Absolutely. I think with the example of situational, those must be learned from as well. So absolutely, I agree with you.
So situational is a better experience for learning than curriculum and written material.
Was that a statement or was that a question?
It was a question.
What is your question? Can you repeat your question?
Situational moments. Of course, sir. A situational moment, it's better or not than a written teachable experience. So written material to teach situations is better or not, or which one's better for you, situational or written material?
I think it all depends on the individual and the situation. In some cases, written may be better because you can see it written and you can take it. And sometimes people see stuff written down. It can be more so I can go back and rehearse it. Like I gave you an example of those 4 types of questions you can ask. If I would take that and write it down, I think that may help some other people. Other people might actually need to see a situational demonstration. So I think both ways can actually be used as tools of learning. I agree with both of y'all equally. They both, situational and written, can be used for learning purposes. I think so. What do y'all think?
Yes, to a degree. I agree. But I like I think things when I'm shown things or learning things, situations help me remember. It comes back to my memory because if I learned a lot of stuff. So if it's in a book, I've read it, I have to, it'll take a minute. But situations work best for me. Even when, you taught like religiously, you have, stories and parables, things you can relate to, as opposed to just reading the word and just getting like that. So I'm a situational person. I think I learn better that way. Like
absolutely. And all y'all have been in school. Y'all all been through grade school. What do you think is the most common problem that a child is going to face in grade school?
Common problem?
What is the most common problem a child will face in grade school?
I feel like they face a lot of problems, to be honest with you.
Making friends.
Tuli says making friends. What you say, Dr. Joe?
I feel like they face a lot of issues, but that's one of the big issues that stems a lot of other issues is not making friends, not being social, not communicating.
Yep, I see in the comments they say being accepted. So what I do is I categorize it in 2 words. That is known as peer pressure. I think one of the most common problems that students will face or are faced with in grade school is peer pressure. So I think they should be taught in this curriculum on how to deal with peer pressure. And the way that you deal with peer pressure is based on those same 4 questions. What do you want to do? Why do you want to do it? How do you plan on doing it? And what do you expect the constructive result to be?
But I hope that they do have question of the day from pre-K to So it's included in the curriculum to ask the question of the day. Like, what do you want to do? How do you feel today? You know, how was your day yesterday? What's your mood? How do you feel? Like, those are the type of questions they ask. What question of the day? So they already have that. Maybe it's that experience that they're not having one-on-one, and they're not learning it.
I'm trying to think. Would you have a lot of peer pressure if who's pressuring who? Hi, welcome to the show.
Hey, welcome.
What's going on?
Man, you know what? I'm curious what your answer would be. In terms of kids, what do you think is the most common problem that kids face in grade school?
Peer pressure.
Bam. Hey, touchdown. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree.
Why do y'all say that?
What did you face? Trying to fit
Exactly.
in.
I face the mirror every day. Every day I face the mirror.
Trying not to be ranked on. We call it rank.
Yep.
Y'all may call it
exactly.
But trying to make sure your breath ain't stink. Make sure your shoes scrub the bottom.
Well, okay, so
you know, and I'm just saying peer pressure to the reason is peer pressure because if you ain't pressured to have on the right stuff, then guess what's gonna happen? You get what I'm saying? You put at a disadvantage and you ain't even trying to learn. Come on, man. Just bully. I talked about it a little bit yesterday, being bullied. I mean,
I think that's more for males. They go through peer pressure more than the girls.
So peer pressure is the process by which members of the same social group influence other members to do things that they may be resistant to or might not otherwise choose to do. Spot on. That's peer pressure.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you this. What do you think would be a good solution on how to deal with peer pressure? Because I think it's very important that kids should learn. That should be part of the curriculum, is how to solve problems. And one of the problems that they're faced with is how do I solve the problem I'm faced with peer pressure? That's something they don't teach kids how to do.
You really have to be honest with your capabilities. I mean, you know, if you ain't got the funds, you just know how you got to handle yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because it's tough out there, man. It's tough out there. Like, I spoke with y'all a couple of weeks ago. It's kids that don't have the basic necessity like deodorant.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So imagine I'm smelling. It take one person to say, "Man, you musty. Why do you stay musty?" Now the whole class disrupted. Now I'm that person. Now I got to do two things. Either I got to fight, right? Or I got to fight, or I got to flight. I got to get out, run out. You know, and so, and you got to, that's, just think about it. Let's be real, keep it honest. Why do you think a lot of people go to the Muslim religion? Because as soon as they get, you know, in jail, it's for survival. Right? Or you gotta click up with certain religions, or you gotta click up with certain sects. I remember Dave was telling me a story one time. He was just like, I didn't want to do nothing, but I had to fight. So if you don't click up with certain religions, or you don't click up with certain sects, certain sects, guess what happened? You by yourself. And if somebody try to jump you or whatever, you by yourself. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, a lot of times, man, it's tough out there. Cause I know some people. I know they weren't Muslim. They came out Muslim. I said, "What happened, bro? Were you eating Jesus crackers with me?"
Jesus crackers. So what is it? What is the response? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Is there a responsibility on a parent to reassure your children who they are? Would that help? Does that make a difference?
Yeah, they got to make sure they got on matching clothes. That's what the parent need to do. There's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can say. Make sure your kid have on
What about
deodorant.
building the kids confident?
Right.
That only can be built in the public school system. I'm sorry. That's it.
Wow.
That's it. You can go all you want and tell your kid, encourage your kid, but it takes that kid sitting down and saying, "All right, this is how I'm gonna handle this situation. This is how I'm gonna do this. This is how I'm gonna do that." Confidence is being built every day. You know, we're dealing with everyday situation. I mean, as a parent, yes, you tell your kid, "Look, this is how you got to handle yourself." But let me ask y'all a question. What advice did y'all listen to your parents about how to handle yourself in school?
If somebody put their hands on you, you better put your hands back on them.
Give me something else, Smitty and Joe, as far as dealing with friends that you listen to. I rest my case. Thank you. Again, it shouldn't be that hard, Dwayne. It shouldn't be that hard.
You're right.
It shouldn't be that hard because you didn't listen.
In reference to defense, but no, I didn't. I don't remember Mama telling me. I don't remember my parents telling me anything in reference to children.
You didn't listen.
That's not the question he asked you.
That's the question. What did your parents give you to build you self-confidence?
To build the confidence.
My mom always told me I was pretty, girl.
Huh?
She already told me I was pretty. Ew. She already told me that. She always do that. She still does that to this day.
Also the skills, the skills you learn.
My daddy said he fed me and kept me with some clothes on. That was my daddy said.
I heard that he gave you the necessities.
Yeah, my daddy, he right here. He said, Dad just kept with some clothes on. I mean, that's it. I mean,
I think putting kids in activities also build their confidence.
But he's talking about what you say, I guess. Okay.
Yeah. That was a good question. That you listened to your mom that she told you not to do.
You did.
And told me not to do. No. Not to do.
You think your parent old? They don't know nothing.
My mom didn't like that, so I guess that's why.
That's why when I be talking to my kids, I just in my head I said y'all already think y'all know it all. So you know what I'm gonna do? I ain't gonna tell y'all nothing.
Yep.
Because
you already know because you was them.
Hey, exactly. I'm like, who is this?
They don't
old
realize
person?
that though.
Yeah, they be like, Daddy, you old. I said, you know what? I agree with you.
Yeah.
I know it was a saying that I saw. The saying said, "The older that I got, the smarter my parents became."
That's right.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. The older that I got, the smarter my parents became. But basically, the reason I was talking about making the curriculum a problem solving 101 a curriculum.
Ask him about that.
It's, well. The reason that I was saying that I wanted to make that a part of the curriculum is because in life, your value in life is all perceived and based around your ability to solve problems. People who can solve problems tend to be viewed as being more productive than people who can't solve problems. So your ability to solve problems, your ability to learn how to solve problems effectively has a direct valuation with you in life as far as the way that you catapult yourself in life.
Mm-hmm.
And the students need to realize that it's not necessarily about, hey, how I perform in the classroom. It's about how do I perform altogether in life. How do I solve problems?
So tell him the question you want to add into the curriculum to see.
He wants to add that to a curriculum from K through 12.
Problem solving 101. I was saying that I think that problem solving should actually be part of the curriculum.
So the question,
teaching these kids how to solve problems, because ultimately you need to learn how to solve problems because you need to learn how do I make the right decisions. I think if a lot of adults be transparent in life, they don't know how to make the right decisions with whatever they're going through. They don't know how to make the right decision.
I can agree.
If you start learning from K through 12, how do I make the right decisions, that will help you overall in life.
Mm-hmm.
Accidentally learned. But yeah,
Yep.
problem solving, that's big. I agree with you.
I appreciate the appreciation. Everybody tuning in, welcome to Two Mics in the Mind. I want y'all to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that cash out button. Tuli, pull out that cash out. Let us know how much funds we done raised. It's 30 people in here. We need to have $30.
At least.
No, that's right. If
At
there's
least.
one, listen, let me tell you something. If you can't give $1, then give $2. If you can't give 2, then give 4. If you can't give 4, then please give more. Woo!
Right. That's right.
Yes, awesome.
All right. Y'all got any good news stories and stuff lined up? What y'all got? What do y'all have that y'all like to talk about today?
You didn't tell us how your week was, Wayno. How was yours?
That's right.
He's waving. I think he wants to be added back to the stage.
Oh, sorry. Why you add him?
Duh. Goodness, man.
I didn't say it. People know how to make the right
But
decision.
in my world, I'm sorry for my delay. Somebody just tried to burn down the birth poem of Dr. Martin Luther King.
Wow.
Wow.
House?
Burn the house down. They poured gas around the front. And they tried to
Oh
burn
my
it down.
gosh. Did they catch him?
Yeah, they caught him right in front of it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, really? What did he look like? Describe him.
Him. Describe him or her.
Oh, is
Who,
that
the black
her?
The black lady? The black lady?
Shut her mouth. Stop her mouth. There you go.
What? He answered my question.
Goodness, love doctor. Okay.
He didn't stop my mouth, sir. Wow, really? Was she mentally deranged? Some problems? Yeah, no.
What was the purpose? Like, do you know or have an idea what was the purpose?
I mean, we'll find out soon, but I guarantee she was mentally. She's not mentally ill. How out of all the houses in United Atlanta, you go to that one? You're doing it for a purpose, and they don't realize that it was a federal crime.
Woo! 'Cause it's a support.
Yes.
Girl.
So that ain't gonna be no. That ain't gonna be no. Okay, spend a night in jail. No, that's a federal offense. And that it's sad that the man dead and gone. We still defending his body and also his assets and things of that nature. Just think about your legacy when you gone. We ain't do it as much as he did, and still the stuff still going. It's crazy.
That is so sad.
It's crazy.
Hey, for that, I wonder why though. Ooh.
Right.
Girl, what you thinking about? I need to talk to her. What's wrong?
What you gonna tell us, man? What
Exactly.
What are you gonna
Exactly.
Like, what's going on with you?
Sometimes people just want people to just listen, and I
That's
without
true.
judgment. I think I
That's
did pretty good with that.
That's
If she can want to talk, just tell what's wrong. Maybe I can help her. Maybe I know somebody that can help. What is it? What don't you like? What's going on? Something's going on with her.
Yeah, that is very true.
I would want to know what's going on.
Help me with something since you're a good consoler. What do you tell a person who just lost a parent or a significant loved one, and you haven't lost one that close? What do you say to a person like that?
I would say, even though I've never experienced a loss like you. I still know pain. I mean, I know the exact level of pain that you're in, but I know pain. If you want to talk, you need somebody just to sound off. You can go through all the emotions with me with no judgment. I am here for you to do just that.
Okay. Resident Joe?
I would say I really don't know what you're going through, the pain you're feeling.
President Joe, you're not stop. We're not gonna do this now. We not gonna repeat the same thing that this lady
That's
said.
what she doing.
You're not gonna
That's
do
what
that.
you know she was cheating in school. You know she was
President
cheating in school.
No, because Smitty said that she saw similar pain. I cannot imagine.
I have experienced pain, but not to that level.
Yeah, for me, it's like I can't imagine because I have lost a close one, and nothing anybody told me.
Okay, go from that angle then.
So anything anybody said to me was like, you're not understanding in my mind. So there's nothing I can say to someone that lost someone close to make them feel like I understand them, because in their mind, you don't understand them.
Right.
So just, I'm here for you. If you need to talk, I'm here to talk.
Yeah.
Dwayne?
I don't think I would talk to him because I don't think it would be constructive. I think I'd be inequipped with that conversation, and I might do more detriment. So I don't think I would talk to him at all.
And is that because you wouldn't know what to say and you have a problem saying the right things? Is that why? I'm just curious with you.
No, it's because I will sit down and I ask myself, what is it that I'm going to do? Why am I going to do it?
Oh my gosh. How
do I plan to do it? And what do I expect the constructive result to be? I don't know the answer to that. So because I don't know the answer, I want to engage it.
Tuli, what he's going to ask is, what do you want to do?
No. Listen, before you take action, you should ask yourself that question. So what I did is I just took what you just asked me.
Dwayne,
I don't have the answer to that question, so that is why I wouldn't engage into a conversation with them. It would not be constructive.
You do not do that when you talk to people, so please.
No. Did you hear what I said? I say I would ask myself those questions, and when I ask myself those questions, being that I don't know the answer, there's no reason for me to have a conversation with that person because I don't know the answer.
Oh my gosh. Okay, then.
You may, so you should do it because you know the answer, but I don't, so I'm not going to do it. And that is how you basically go and figure out how do I make the right decisions. A lot of the most common answer to a question is I don't know, and if I don't know is an answer, that's fine.
That's why he had a song. That's why he had a song say I had some questions.
I had some questions, wondering why.
That's right. I guess so.
That's what it's all about, and the process of asking questions. That's the way you solve problems, the process of questions and answers. So that's an obstacle that I would avoid. I wouldn't even get involved in that conversation with that lady who was starting the fire because it just wouldn't be constructive for me.
It really wasn't about her. It was about just
really need to mind her business, Dwayne. So
exactly. That's what it boiled down to is mind your business. Yep. I'm not here trying to help everybody.
That wasn't the question, though, Love Doctor.
That was the question. What would you ask her? What would you talk to her? What would you say to her? I would say I wouldn't engage in
that. No. That was not the question. Could you please, sir?
Nah, that wasn't the question, Dwayne.
Thank you.
I hate to say it, but I low-key respect. Listen, we have a wonderful listener out there.
That means that he was not listening to the question.
No, that's not what that means. What that means is Tuli. So what I would tell you, Tuli, is that it is common for me to misinterpret or misunderstand someone's question. So that's very common. So being that it's very common, and if I did mishear your question, I would ask you, what can you repeat your question? Because if you ask me a question I did not answer, you should hold me accountable to that. So being that I did not answer your question, can you please tell me and make it clear what is your question?
It was Shara's
question. That will be to Bostic. I just know the question, and I just know you didn't answer it. So he actually asked the question. So then
that where the disconnect is I thought I was answering your question. I thought you asked me the question. Why wouldn't I say anything to her? I thought that was the question you asked me. So that's the question I was answering. But if I was wrong and you did not ask me that question, then that's on me. So I already thought I answered his question when I said I would not say anything to her. I wouldn't get involved with it. I wouldn't say anything. I thought that was the answer to his question, but maybe I might have misunderstood his question. If I did misunderstand his question, then y'all ask me the question again because I want to get it right.
Now, I didn't have a question, so that's the one part that's wrong. But if you answer his question with that answer is that you wouldn't ask her, then we can move on. Because I didn't realize that you answered that question that he asked. But I didn't have one. All righty, sir. Leslie, how can we help you? What's next?
What would you say, Charles? What would you answer me to that person?
It depends. Like I said, I haven't lost. We all lose loved ones, but everyone is different, you know. And you never know how a person feels, depending on how close they were. And I know people still haven't recovered.
Yes, I do too.
You know, they haven't recovered. You know,
Yes.
And I'm kind of weird because I be, you know, everybody always be saying happy heavenly birthday on Facebook and stuff. So I'll be like, I'm confused. I'm like, is they partying up there? I mean, like, what are you saying? Like they I don't want to be rude, but I'm like, they died. So, you know, so the birthday is done. Like, so are you just, so you don't want to be mean, stuff, you know, so it's kind of like, you can't like the comment because you don't agree with it. But at the same time, you can so I just put the care emoji. Like, I feel for your pain. Whatever it's pain that you're going through versus you're trying to celebrate people because where I'm from, they go back to the graveyard. They bring the liquor bottles. They bring the balloons.
Oh yeah.
They bring the music at the gravesite. You know, they just, you know, they relive. You know, I can't do it.
Yeah, no.
You know, I can't do it. You know, I feel for you, but I don't know. I just thought about that because I like to get the advice ahead of time. You know, so just help you guys help me out. You know, help me help the world.
Mm-hmm.
Make it a better place for you and for me and the entire whatever the word.
Human race.
I thought
there are people dying, but you care about the living. Make it a better place for you and for me.
Yeah.
You gotta leave that door open.
Let's heal the world.
But that's a painful
moment. Oh yeah. Did y'all want to share any news articles, any top articles y'all want to share, talk about?
Go ahead. I'm sure people have lost lives out there.
Turn your camera horizontally. Okay.
Tuli, would you like to talk about your news topic?
Sure, let's do that. All right.
It's a lot of reading, so I get you. I want you to be ready to read. Boom. There it is. Take it over.
Oh, yes. So P. Diddy has been accused of hold on, what am I saying here?
Wow.
P. Diddy has been accused of, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to, all right, hold on. Accused of raping gang raping a young lady when she was 17 years old. Now she has a picture of herself sitting in his lap. So he was hit with his fourth sexual assault on yesterday. And it also names Harvey Pierre. That's his I guess which is his lieutenant, person that's in his squad, as and he gang raped her as well in a Manhattan studio in 2003. And supposedly she was sex trafficked across state lines. And she was given drugs and alcohol before it took place.
It's a Bill Cosby Diddy, man.
Yes.
He made somebody mad. He paid somebody.
Okay. She has a lot of pictures of her.
Who's sitting
A
at
lot.
the medical office?
That's my phone. It's my business phone. She
That's an
has.
old phone. That's a landline, dog.
Man, you got fax machines going, copy
I didn't even
machines.
know they still
You got
sell
landlines.
landline phone. You can still get a landline. How much you pay? 99 cents a month.
You know what the problem is, Dwayne? She one step away from that generation. So like she like right there on the edge. Like, so when they be like, send me an email, they be like, just fax me. You be like,
And I do have facts. Some businesses require you to have a landline.
just stop. Man. We're gonna get you on that Progressive commercial.
How? So yes. So she yes. She said that he led her to the bathroom, removed her skirt and her underwear, and yep.
And you said, Tuli, she has a lot of pictures of what?
Of herself. If he can scroll down, you can see them in this article at the place, at the studio. She was actually at the studio. So it's not somebody just talking talk. She was there. And she got that picture of herself sitting in his lap.
Why was she 17 at the time?
Yes, sir. Yep, she was 17 at the time. Yep. Yep, those are her pictures. That's her and that's him. Yep. In the studio. She was there. So that's that. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with him, but the walls are tumbling.
Wow. He's in trouble.
He had to, he probably knew it was coming, which I was thinking too when somebody said that, he gave those people their, what do you call it? What do you call it, Dwayne? The catalogs or their, the rights back to their music. I'm not saying this correctly, but,
the masters.
Thank you. Yes, the masters to their music. He probably knew that, he wanted to, but that was nice of him to give back to them. He may have known that something was coming ahead, a storm was brewing, so that they wouldn't lose their stuff, being caught up in his stuff. So I
Somebody says they believe it was a setup.
What, the girl when she was 17?
I don't know. You never know in these cases. It could be true, and if it is true, gang raped her.
Yeah, and if yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what I'd like to do is use this particular illustration as an example, alluding back to the curriculum of the class is called Problem Solving 101. Problem Solving 101. This right here is a good illustration. You're a kid, you're in grade school, you're in elementary school, and you hear rumors about, another student got raped. What do you do in that particular situation? That is a problem solve. That's something that a child should know how to do and know how to deal with that in Problem Solving 101.
What do you want to do?
Are you saying deal with?
How do you handle that situation? What do you do in that situation? Those are situations you're hearing about one of your classmates got raped or something. What do you do?
So this is responding to a rumor.
Huh?
The classmate told you they got raped. Two different scenarios. Which one you want us to do? The rumor?
So I don't know. We don't know if it's a rumor or if it's true. We don't know. If
it didn't come from a person, then we're gonna Ms. Boss, if you're talking to us, you mute it. But if it's coming, I'm confused. Go ahead, Joe. Maybe I'm gonna try to catch up.
So let's go back and let's try to unconfuse you. What I'm saying is a statement was made. We don't know if it's true. We don't know if it's false. You asked me, it depends if the statement is true or false. I'm saying in this situation, this illustration, because you talked about using illustrations versus written. So in this particular illustration, we don't know if it's true or if it's false. We don't know.
Rumor isn't that rumors doesn't always have to be false, right?
Let's see. Let me look up the definition of the word rumor. All right, here it is. I'm pulling it up right now. Bear with me one moment and let's look up the definition of the word rumor. The word rumor, a widely held opinion having no known source, hearsay, a statement or story that is in circulation but has not been proved to be true.
Okay.
Rumor.
Okay.
Right. So it's rumor. That would be considered a rumor. If you hear that somebody says somebody got raped, that's a rumor. Unless I've been raped and I said, Dwayne, I have been raped. And then I'm telling the class, I have been raped.
So then a better way of putting this in the class curriculum of 101 is how do we handle rumors? Let's take away the word rape. It's no longer about rape. We transitioning into the new topic, which is the subject of rumors, teaching the kid problem solving skills 101. How do you solve the problem of rumors? Because when I was in school, I heard a lot of rumors.
Mm-hmm.
So, in y'all opinion, this is no longer about rape. This is about rumors. In your opinion, what would you think are some good tools that a kid should use and be taught with how to deal with rumors?
I would tell them to ask those questions: the who, what, when, where, and how.
Bam. Outstanding, Tuli. What would you say, Resident Joe?
It depends on the situation, what kind of rumor it is. If it's a rumor that pertains to something serious or to them, go ask the questions Tuli said, who, or where, and why. If it's a rumor that you shouldn't be getting yourself, ignore it. Walk away.
So here's the situation. The situation is that we're dealing with kids who are inexperienced, and a kid doesn't know how to determine if this is something I get involved with or if this is something that I don't get involved with.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to offer a remedy or solution to that child on how to handle situations where you hear rumors. What we need to do is we need to come up with a solution that can work in any situation, because like what Resident Joe says, there's different situations.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're teaching this course, Problem Solving 101, to the adolescent kids, we need to give them solutions that will always work. And something that will always work is what Tuli said when you ask yourself those 4 questions. Bam. Those 4 questions is really, really powerful information. Every child should learn those 4 questions throughout their career in the academic curriculum.
Who, what, when, where, and how. All right.
Yeah. That being said, Tuli has another story, because Tuli got some hot stories coming up. Tuli, I'm about to share on the screen the second question. Wait, no, the second story. Here we go. Bam.
This right here.
I'm so sorry, y'all. Yes, Minnesota man is accused of, well, he did it because he admitted he did it. He fatally shot a male to female trans who performed oral sex on him.
Oh, that's what that means. Oh.
That's
So before we go any further, what I want to do, is I have confusion.
Have questions.
I got confusion. And the first thing before we move forward is when you're solving problems, you got to eliminate the confusion. So in order to eliminate confusion, I want to know, what is a MTF trans?
Male to female.
Correct.
What is that?
So if you male, you went to female. If you're a female with the male, it'll say FTM. Female.
So is a MTF trans, is that a male?
Yes.
So then what I want to do to eliminate the confusion is I'm going to reword this title. I'm going to say a Minnesota man fatally shoots another man who performed oral on him. Now there's no confusion in that statement. A man shot a man who performed oral sex on him. I now understand it.
But the MTF is a big part of the story. That's why you can't take that out.
Correct.
A man shot a man who performed oral on him.
But
that's why the man got shot, because the man got shot.
Well, your questions are going to be answered with the MTF.
Nah, your journalism have went away, Dwayne. The topic, if you're going to word it like that, the topic should be a man shot a man that looked like a woman who performed oral sex on him.
So that's what an MTF is. An MTF is a man who goes around trying to deceive themselves as a woman. Oh, gotcha now.
That's right.
So this is someone who is deliberately going around deceiving others.
My question is, I thought he was gonna ask it. Which one of these is the MTF?
That is true.
Because one on the left look like the Butch. Is that a man?
It's a man. That's a suspect.
They're
Yes.
both men. They're both men.
Here go the story.
Yes, he shot him. He was charged. He's been charged with second-degree murder. He's 25, and the person that he shot is 38. Okay, so he shot him inches away. After this, the person is a sex worker and servicing him in an alley in Minneapolis. I'm sorry. And he said he found out, he actually met that person at a bus shelter, and then he solicited him. The worker solicited him. So they agreed on a price, and they entered a neighborhood courtyard, and that's where the act was performed. He said that he felt suspicious throughout the act, and he shot with a 9mm handgun. That person was he left Williams to die, and the body wasn't found until hours later. So nobody knew they saw him out there. But
so come on, man. You know Spawner, man. Come on, stop it.
Yes, I agree with that. I saw that. That's how you not know he's a man.
Man, that man can't name Kyle or something, man. Come on, stop. You already know that, man.
He said that he told his dad he just murdered someone, and that he knew it wasn't God, but he had to do it.
He knew what?
He said he knew he wasn't God. Like I'm saying, I know I'm not God, but I had to do it.
And his last name is Bible.
His last name is Bible.
Look at him. This is the most shocking picture. Wow, what a change.
Well, he was a straight A student supposedly when he was younger.
Wow.
And then he turned to a life of crime.
You know what course this man did not take? Problem solving 101.
So how could he have solved that problem? Just say he already went through it. Don't say he shouldn't have chose him, shouldn't have asked for it.
The eyelashes. The eyelashes and the eyebrows.
The eyebrows.
Yeah, right there. That's a dead giveaway.
Those eyebrows are just
atrocious.
But just to there are women that do their eyebrows like that.
Right.
That's exactly why I ain't gonna even say that.
Say it. I know what you're about to say. Say it. It's the truth, though. Tell the truth.
My wife had a friend that always walked around like she was surprised every day.
They were up like that.
It's like somebody standing behind your back with a knife, about to stab you in your back. You're like, oh
wow.
Is somebody behind me? You scared me, them eyebrows.
I just could never. I could never do it.
Well,
It's something wrong. There's something wrong with people who do that though.
that do what?
Eyebrows?
That do something like that.
The eyebrows you're talking about?
Yeah.
Hey, Derek Lawson, no, he didn't ask himself them questions. He out here failing because he didn't ask himself them questions, Derek Lawson. Good observation.
Wow.
But yeah.
Well,
He had to be on drugs though. Like he had to.
which one?
Bible.
Oh, well, I mean,
For him.
Why you say he had to be on drugs?
Because how you're not gonna realize that that's a man.
So this is what I would tell you because I grew up in a neighborhood with prostitution.
okay.
And I remember.
Dwayne, hold on now. Let me put a disclaimer on this. Anything you shall say that
you know what?
forth from this point, it may be used against you later on, Dwayne. So
you know what?
Change this subject? Do you want to continue to talk about it? Do you want to keep going? I'm just letting you know that as a F to F, as a friend to friend, I'm giving you a disclaimer.
Go ahead, Wendell.
You may continue.
Let's look at the facts that's recorded in the statement.
Let's go.
All right. So this right here, the problem solving 101 class. So in the problem solving 101 class, we have a guy by the name of the Bible. His name is Bible. His last name is Bible. We're going to call him, his name is K-Line Bible. We're going to call him Bible because that's what his last name is. So first question, Bible asked himself is, what do I want to do?
Oh my God.
And the answer that he said is, hey, I want to go and I want to have sex. That's what he wants to do is he wants to have sex. What he did is he asked himself the first question, but he didn't go through the whole thought process successfully because he said, why do I want to go and have sex? It's probably because he was feeling like he needed sex. He was feeling what they call the word horny. Third question is, how do I plan on going to have sex? And based on this, his plan was he was going to go to a shelter on Lake Street and he was going to agree with a price. He's going to find a prostitute and agree on the price. And that is how he was going to accomplish what it is that he initially wanted to do. Where he failed is he did not ask himself the fourth question. And the fourth question is, what do I expect the constructive result to be? In this particular situation, there is no constructive result. And as a result, and when you involve yourself in situations where there is not a constructive result, that's the same thing as you involving yourself in a situation where you will now be a part of something that is deconstructive. And the deconstructive result of his actions ended up with murder. This is problem solving 101 curriculum. What say you? Y'all call in, tell us 2 mics and a mind. Hit the cash out, hit the like button, hit it.
I have a lot of questions though. Like what? I don't know. You guys don't think that he was not on his right mind not to see what's going on and feeling suspicious, and then he's still going through somebody performing oral sex?
Well, it said that he felt something was suspicious.
What does that mean?
You have to ask him.
Okay.
What do you think that means?
What do you think that means?
Maybe the voice got deep or something.
Because I was maybe he tried to touch and he was like, "Oh my, this is a man."
His voice might have dropped.
Hold on, let me ask you something. Did he shoot him right on the spot?
Yeah.
So based on the article, it says Bible told the police that he felt suspicious and he shot him inches away after the sex worker serviced him. So the minute that he felt suspicious and the sex worker was done, that's when he pulled out the handgun and blasted him. He say he felt suspicious throughout the entire act. He felt suspicious.
It's a wrap, fool.
What do you guys?
So this right here, he felt suspicious throughout the entire act.
Well, okay.
How do you feel suspicious about that?
That's a question you need to ask him.
Doctor.
Why you keep asking? Why you keep asking us? Why you keep asking us?
It's just like,
you know what? You know the process of question and answers starts with you. That you need to identify who you got to ask the question to.
You have to put yourself in that person's position to kind of think like.
No, you don't want to put yourself in that position because that's not a constructive position.
Well, you could, since you're a problem solver.
So being a problem solver, what you have to do is you have to ask yourself, some situations is sometimes you have questions. And one of the main problems, another problem that you experience is when you're speaking up or for someone else, or you're trying to answer a question that's really in regards to someone else. And what happens, what I noticed in school, coming up in school, is we would end up answering questions or involving ourselves in questions that didn't pertain to us. And what's the biggest reason for trouble and confusion to start? Problem to solve. I'm mad because you said something that I didn't say. You said I said something that I didn't say. So as a kid, I would tell you to be safe and something that always works is do not repeat what you hear other people say. That's the number one way to start a problem, is repeating stuff that somebody else said. Because if you say that I said something and you repeated it and it's not the what I said, then now it becomes a problem, and now potentially a fight break out because you said I said something that I ain't say. You just lied on me.
Somebody said something very interesting, that he knew what was going on.
Where is that? Big Cookie Productions, handsome fella. Ooh, look at him. Okay. So what they say?
Look at it says he knew what was going on, and after it was over with, a conscience came in and didn't want the rumors to get out or people to find out he was with a man, so he shot him.
He killed him.
But no, well, think about it. They said that the body was found hours later. So necessarily saying that he was witness or somebody saw him shoot the person. So it might not have been anything about a person. It actually could have been just, he probably said, "You like my daddy?" And his voice got deep or something. And he was like, "Whoa, you a man?" What?
I really think he found out, or he told them, or he felt something, or like his voice changed. I really think he found out.
I'm curious too, that I didn't see it in the article, but do you know, did the killer, did he turn himself in, or did the police find him and arrested him?
They found him on surveillance cameras around. They showed the apartment where the body was found. You know, this person, and they said, yes, this person lives in my building and his apartment number. So they went to that apartment.
Yeah. I totally understand what you mean. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That is very, very interesting right there. That is very, very interesting right there.
Yeah.
Those two important, those two definitely informative stories that you had tonight. I appreciate you for sharing those stories and sharing that stuff.
Thanks.
Resident Joe.
Back to the studio.
Oh yeah. Resident Joe, you got any stories you want to share? Or when Shara Bostic gets back, I'm curious if he has any stories that he'd like to share.
All right.
This old couple that, how many years they were together? 85 years, I believe. And they're
post it in the private chat so I can pull the article up.
It's just a little picture. They're the oldest, I think.
Hey, listen, Jersey Joe, this is Dwayne. So at this moment, when you didn't do what he asked you to do, he's gonna ignore you. And then when you keep going, he's gonna say, "I can't see it. I would like to see it. If I can see it, then I know what you're talking about. But since you don't want to put it, I can't comment on what you're saying.
Yes.
So I'm just trying to help you out, Resident Joe. You can continue if you want. Do what you got to do. Dwayne, am I right or wrong?
You dead on it.
Thank you.
So what we got to do is what we worked on, and we can have a quick team huddle right now. We can have a team huddle. The team huddle is what we're ultimately going to do. Is we're going to start splitting things up in segments. And we're going to go back and we're trying to bring things on other platforms. And the way of doing that is we're going to require a lot of editing. Oftentimes, we have a show that's 3-4 hours long, however many hours long. When the editor goes through, they need to see visuals so they can identify what particular point, time, and frame that we're talking about a particular story and article. So it really helps when we have segments and articles where the editor can go back and visually see an article posted up. They can say, hey, we can see it. Bam.
Smitty, you really gonna do that on a professional show?
Oh, you know what? I didn't even see myself. You know what? I forgot that I was on because I was looking for that article for him that I just found. And I was
on Bubbles, man. Come on, man. We're trying to go here, man. We're trying to go here.
But see, that's my fault. I was eating some bubble gum. I got this last year. Not this year, last year for my birthday. I'm still eating on it. Yes, I am. So go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Miss Healthy eating some unhealthy bubble gum?
That's why I had it over a year.
But you're eating it.
Yeah. I had 2 pieces. It expires on April of 2025. So I still have until next year. I have a long time to, do the treat. All right, here's the article. Black couple. Go ahead, Joe. This show lane.
Black couple married for 84 years, believed to be the longest married couple in Arkansas. I heard even possibly.
Hold on, time out. How do you pronounce that word?
Arkansas.
Hey, Resident Joe,
my accent.
Hey, Joe, my daddy laughing at you, Joe. My daddy said.
Oh, wait, your daddy's
there? Oh, tell Papa Foxes I said hello, man. Tell him I said hello.
Hey, Joe.
Bring him in.
Your degree struck. You gone. It's over. It's all right. Cut the show. Cut the show.
Bring him in. Tell him to say hi.
Cut the show. I'm done. I don't want it. That girl said Arkansas. That's tight, man.
That's my accent. Sorry.
No, that ain't no accent. No.
That's
education. That's education, Joe.
Okay. But listen, one thing that's not there is that possibly in America, the longest couple in America.
I'm sure they are.
That is amazing to me. I saw the article earlier and I was like, wow.
Oh my gosh. That is hilarious. They got married at what was it? 12.
I have never heard somebody say Arkansas. Listen,
that's how you say it in Spanish, and I have, I can sometimes mix my
Spanish. Hey, but fair enough. That is the way that the word is spelled. So she pronounced it the exact way that it's spelled. But Resident Joe, do you know the way it's properly pronounced?
I've always said it in Spanish. So, to be honest with you, Arkansas.
So the way, first of all, the way you pronounced it is actually the way that it's spelled. However, the way that it's pronounced is that last S is actually a W. So it's pronounced as Arkansas.
See? I would have, trust me, I would have never, in Spanish is Arkansas. So I would have never, so I apologize.
That's not, you're not finna allow on all the Spanish people. The Spanish people don't even talk like this. Stop that. And ain't nobody in Spanish even know what Arkansas is. They don't talk about that.
So I may apologize. I said the word, I would have not, I've actually said it, I've been saying it wrong. So
I'm not finna let you.
And nobody's ever probably corrected me.
But I'm here. I'm a life coach, and I got brought correction to you today. And that's what it's all about. It's about solving problems. And you see how we just solved that problem? By the process of questions and answers. We just solved the problem. I'm glad I can help.
Thank you. But the black couple married for 84 years, and he's 102 and she's 98. And one thing Tuli said, they do not look their age.
No, they have been married. They got married at 17. Oh shucks. 17. Oh shucks. Yeah, 17 and 13.
Is this right him when they celebrate 78 years? Dr. Joe, is it okay? Can I play this video?
Yeah, I didn't see it actually. So
the other one that I showed you was the one that had the 84. But go ahead with the video. That's fine. That's 78 years, but they've been.
Oh, that's not the same article. No.
Oh, it's not the same couple.
It's not the same article. No.
It's not the same article. But go ahead. I mean, you see it on the top. It says 70, 79, whatever it is. But go ahead and play that one. Okay.
Go ahead.
I talk too much and now I don't know.
Can we get a shot of y'all giving a kiss?
Give what?
Let her get a kiss. Give a kiss. Wow, good. That wasn't no kiss. That wasn't no kiss.
He said that was no
She couldn't get that. She couldn't get down. Let's get a kiss.
That's enough.
That's so cute. I think that's beautiful.
Oh, that was sweet.
Yes.
That definitely was. We need to see more of that.
How old that lady is?
98.
She not 98. She not 98.
Not on that video. That would have been 60.
The one on the top, yes, 98.
The one on the picture is what they currently look like. If Wayno can show that, that'd be great.
And he's 102.
Right. Yep. That was so sweet. Old people are so funny now when they get older. Married people.
She was so shy.
He said, I talk too much. Ooh, boy, it sounds like somebody I know.
Wow.
Yeah, sound like my mama. Yeah.
All right, I just got the article again. Here we go. This is a picture of the couple that they're talking about.
102, even like that. 102 and 98.
Dang, man.
You know what?
What?
They need to start bringing back marriage.
I agree.
Marriage is something that you rarely even hear about anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They need to start bringing back marriage, and people really need to understand. Kids need to understand the importance and the significance of marriage.
It should be added into the curriculum.
It needs to be in the curriculum of Problem Solving 101. Kids need to understand the proper function of different areas of activities in life.
What if they say, what do you want to do? Not get married.
It definitely, marriage got its own, that's deep. That has its own problem solving, and I don't think they even have a scale or grading on that, because I don't know how anybody can. You can.
That's true.
So it's K through 12. K through 12 is more so along the lines of, by the time, think about it, you in school when you're 5 years old, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. You should have been taught in regards to how to make right decisions and how to solve problems. Because the reality of it is, even as we're adults now, what we spend the majority of our week doing is how to solve problems. People who can solve problems are considered more valuable than people who cannot solve problems. Once you realize that, you'll realize what your value is and how to increase your value.
So you're saying that problem solving will help the marriage?
I say problem solving will help everything.
Seriously.
Not just limited to marriage. It will help everything.
Yeah. Okay.
You have a point. But yeah.
But.
Oh, get him. But what, Joe?
I'm just saying I know people that have problem solved very well, but during marriage they haven't been able to problem solve. I think
So then they haven't solved problems well.
marriage is a whole nother
That's what I said, girl.
situation.
Is you problem solved or you can figure it out and you failing the whole time.
So let's take the problem solving, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's break it down into categories, because ultimately that's what I hear Resident Joe is saying. And you let me know if I'm wrong, Resident Joe, but are you basically saying that you can be effective in solving problems in one category and non-effective in solving problems in a different category? Is that what you're pretty much basically saying?
No, that's not
what are you saying?
That you can be good at problem solving in any situation. However, when it comes to marriage, it's two. Now you're problem solving for two. So it's like a different, it's another situation. I feel like it's more than problem solving. You need to learn other skills.
What other skill would supersede learning how to solve a problem or learn how to solve conflict?
Bringing two different opinions into one. So I may have an opinion, somebody else may have an opinion, because I have a problem, they had a problem, but getting a resolve for both of them to come up with one to be able to solve both problems and get each other to see each other's side. That is a different kind of skill.
So what I call that the category of relationships. So there's different categories on how you can solve problems. And what I'll share with you, I want to share with y'all the different categories that I came across. The categories in problem solving is problem solving in regards to economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion, sex and relationships, and wars. Those are the 9 areas of problem solving that if you should be able to conquer those and tackle those from K through 12 in terms of the curriculum. Those are the 9 different areas of problem solving. If you can learn how to resolve problems in all those 9 different categories, you can be more effective as an adult in life.
What if you problem solving and then the other person does not agree with your solving?
So there's something that you want to do. There's different areas and there's different things that you can take. And some of those different things is this person a temporary person that you work with? If this person is a person who you're married to, is this person one of your child? Or is this person just someone in passion that you see in the store and it's just temporary? What I would tell you, if it's someone that's temporary, I would advise you a rule that always works. When you're dealing with people in your life who are temporary, a rule that always works is no contact, no conflict. So if I don't have any contact with this person, I will never have any conflicts with this person. So people that you can't agree with, people who there's always some sort of problems with, one rule you want to instate is no contact, no conflict. And that is something that always works.
Okay.
We need to get this class in these schools. That's why I wrote my book. We need to get this class in these schools. We need to teach these people how to solve problems. I try to tell people, if you learn how to solve problems in life, that is very effective and you can now be constructive and you're more valuable.
So why are we teaching the kids to get away from something or someone as opposed to dealing with it? Sometimes you can't escape a person or something or a situation, especially if they're your classmates. How would I be able to avoid you in my class?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to make sure I understand the question. The question is, how do I avoid you if you're in my class? Was that the question?
Wow.
Yeah, okay. Sure. Let's go with that. Mm-hmm.
So what you'll learn through this process is that the average person is not good at asking questions. The average person, they can't really articulate what they're actually trying to say. And that's why I stop and I slow things down.
because
Why?
oftentimes people make statements.
But how come other people understand the question except you?
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. The person who you want to answer the question has to be the person who understands the question. If you understand the question, but you're not the person who's asked to answer the question, then that does no good at all. So the person who you want to answer the question must first make sure that they understand the question. So what I do as a way to solve problems, or the way to keep down confusion, is to make certain I understand the question first, because I very well could go and be answering the question that you're not even asking me.
Just like you did. Okay.
No, I asked her. Is that the question? Is how do I avoid conflict with someone in my class? Is that what you're saying?
Did you answer? Did you answer it?
Was that the question that you were asking me?
You can answer that question. That'd be just fine. Yes.
You see that? She don't even want to say it now. She don't even want to say what the question is.
She don't even want to say it, Dwayne.
No, she don't want to say it. And that's what it is. So what that does is that cuts down the confusion. Oftentimes people that don't be sincere. She don't even want to say what the question is. Look at that.
That's what I'm talking about, Dwayne. Get
her. And those are tools that you got to use. So what I would teach kids is the way that you solve a problem is you first have to pinpoint and isolate what is the question. In other words, if I have any type of situation, I use this in terms of, let's take it because someone that most people can relate to is my car. Something is wrong with my car. I don't know what it is, but I got to first find out what is wrong with my car. So when I take it to the mechanic will ask you, what is wrong with your car? You might say, I don't know. He can say, hey, when you press the brakes, is it shaking? Oh. When you turn it on, is it turning on or it's not turning on, or whatever the case may be? And the process of questions and answers, how you get to, oh, okay, now I can actually diagnose it to give a solution for what it actually is. What people often do is people don't ask questions. People make statements or they'll make run on. The average question, what you want to do is when you're solving problems, you want to get it to the point of you literally want the person to say who, what, when, where, why, how, are, does, did. Those are 9 words that a question must start with. Those 9 words. If a question does not start with one of those 9 words, it's going to lead to confusion. What we want to do is the way that you solve problems is by eliminating confusion. That's what it is.
So what was your answer about her?
I don't know what the question was. She don't know what the question was. She don't want to say what the question was. I have to guess what the question was.
Wow.
That's right. That's right, Dwayne. Get your frustration out while Tony ain't here. Yeah, he was here. If he was on his car, he was like, stop. Dwayne, stop. Stop. No.
Yes.
Stop.
Yes.
Dwayne. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. First of all, people have to understand, and then he would have let you have it, and then you would have shut up, and then you would have got off the phone, and then you would have phased out, you would have disappeared in the matrix.
Yes.
And then act like you went for your midnight boo boo, and you would have been gone.
Yeah.
But now go ahead, Dwayne. So your 9 points, right? So that you would have made. Can you solve anybody's problem with those points?
Yes.
How many times will you give the excuse of I don't understand the question?
I would say I don't perceive that as being an excuse. I believe my reality is that when I tell you I don't understand the question, I'm being genuine. I really don't understand the question. You may perceive that I'm being disingenuous, but when I'm telling you that I don't understand the question, that's coming from a sincere place.
Because the reason I'm saying that, Dwayne, because sometimes when you're dealing with people, is they don't want to tell you everything. It's not what they said, it's what they didn't say. And sometimes you have to figure out what they didn't say. So you're not going to understand a question, but you need to understand what they really trying to know.
What you're being
asked. You're being asked. Some people, like, they ask me for advice. They say, hey, boss, let me tell you for a second. All right. The known fact, I got this friend. It ain't a friend. It's them. Right? So now, let me figure out she always, it's the other person getting on the nerve. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot of times you got to sit back, problem solving, how to solve a task. That's one thing, but
is that me or his? Okay.
I thought
That's
it was
his.
my
That
internet.
was his microphone.
You know how I have issues with my internet, so I was like,
Yo, me too. I said maybe it's me because y'all.
Yeah, I
y'all
was like, maybe that's me. Maybe that's me. Yeah, but basically to add
But-
on what he's saying is, regardless, you still have to go through the process of questions and answers. So all problems are solved through the process of questions and answers. So no matter whether that person know what question to ask, you still have to go through the process of questions and answers in order to get to a solution. So he's spot on with that. You're absolutely correct with that. Absolutely.
wow.
But okay. All right, that's cool. You got that then. It's funny how you
Damn.
how to ask you questions like he
In the
does.
curriculum, that's what we doing. K through 12, problem solving 101. All these kids need to be enrolled in problem solving 101. Your kid need to learn how to solve problems, because you learn how to solve problems that will teach you how to make the right decisions. The reality of the matter is, people, if they really be honest with you, they'll tell you the reason I'm in the situation I'm in is because I made the wrong decisions. So we need to learn how to make the right decisions. That's all I'm saying.
How about a child that knows how to problem solve? He's been taught by his parents. Do you think that that kid or that child is never going to make a mistake just because he was taught not to problem solve?
Let's look up the word mistake. When you say mistake, what do you mean by the word mistake?
He made the wrong choice. He didn't. He problem solved. However, he knows how to problem solve. However, he didn't. He made the wrong choice. Even if he's taught, I think experience is what helps you best in life, rather than, because sometimes you know the right answer, but you still want to. You still go through it. I think that's what we were talking about earlier: experience versus learning. I think, yeah, you have to learn how to problem solve, but you also have to experience. Sometimes that's your teacher sometimes.
How about saying this? You have to learn how to problem solve, and you have to learn experience. See, I just took what you just said, and rather I used the word but, I replaced the word but with the word and.
Right.
I realize you're more of a but person when you really should be an and person.
I agree. I like that. You can add that to the curriculum in addition.
That's what we do here. I tell you what, my life as being a life coach has really, really been interesting. For those who just tuned in, I want to let y'all know I'm opening up for counseling sessions. Y'all can book me. What you want to do is you want to make certain that you hit this cash out. Tula, how we coming on cash out right now, Tula?
Are you asking me a question, or what are you asking?
The question I'm asking you is, have we received any deposits in the cash app?
Let me see if I answer your question right. Let me scuba. Are you asking, did anybody give anything? Is that what you said?
Right.
How much is in the offering plate?
Did someone?
How much is in the offering plate?
And we thank you. We did get our dollar, and we thank you. So, do y'all know this lady named Ruby Rose? Y'all know Ruby Rose?
I don't know, but I'm gonna pull up the article.
Mm-hmm.
Shaking my head. Mind my business. This chick has on OnlyFans, and one of her fans, well, she called it her biggest spender fan. Her number one spender paid her $62,000 for her content on OnlyFans.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Within a
What
month,
kind of content?
over $90,000 on her. But now he's supposedly stalking her.
Ooh.
And yes, he has told her that he has an obsession with her since he first saw her on Instagram. I guess he followed. I don't know how you tell people that you have OnlyFans. I don't know how you advertise that, but I guess people find out. But anyway, he said, and you can see this article, it said, I need you. I don't think I can live without you. I don't want to live without you. You are the final piece to my puzzle. You are the only thing that I need to make my life complete. I just hope you feel the same way. I will send you 10 Bitcoin right now if you answer me. That is worth almost $400,000. All you have to do is respond to me with one word, Ruby. Please, I need your attention. I need to make sure that my kitten is safe. Bitcoin is one of those investments I was talking with you about on OnlyFans when you were asking me what I did to make so much money. I promise you it will be the best investment of your life. All you have to do is just react to one message of mine. Please, I beg you. I cannot think. Supposedly this guy sent an image of her being tattooed on his leg. Of her face tattooed on his leg. And then she said, tap my face so I know it's real. Tap my face on you so I know it's real. So she put it on the he put on his leg. So she's people are encouraging her to get a restraining order. And I just think she needs to leave the man alone. She takes his money. But anyway, she has a little video on there. But yes, what do you think of that?
If I scroll down, I'll see the video.
Yes, sir, you will.
What does she got on? Underwear? Or those are drawers?
You know those are shorts, probably.
Oh, this is the video right here.
Wow.
That's not the one I was talking about, but that's fine. I think that's what that's his video showing her of his tattoo of her.
Okay, but this is not the video you talk. All right, let me go back. Let me go back.
Like her, whoever she is, I don't know what she does or who she is, but I don't know if she sings or whatever. I'm not sure where her profession, her other profession, her day job is.
Right.
I don't know what she does. Oh my.
But she probably.
Oh, is this the video you're talking about?
What's that? Ruby Road. Yeah. She has she sings music. Oh wow. I've never heard of her.
Look at this doggone BB. You know what? I don't think it's appropriate to even play that video. Let me take that down. You ain't finna get us strike down. We trying to get monetized over here. You ain't finna mess our paper up. She getting the bag. She getting her $62,000. I'm trying to get my $62. She even messed my $62 up.
I don't know if I don't know what their deal is, what the dealio with them, but people need to be careful when you're dealing with matters of the heart. People don't understand that yet. I don't know why. I don't know how many people gotta get killed, stalked, for people for it to click that you don't mess with people's hearts. That's very sensitive.
You imagine tattoo somebody's face and your body? Will you do that, Love Doctor? You tattoo somebody's face in your body?
No, I'm scared of needles.
I was.
When I went to the doctor, they had to give blood. I almost lost. I told that lady, I say, listen. I say, you got to use a butterfly needle when you're dealing with me. I say, you can't use no regular size needle. She said, why can't I use a regular size needle? I said, because I don't have veins. I say, you got to get a butterfly needle because you're not finna stab me in my arm and then be poking around till much you can't find the vein. What did she do? What did she do?
Poke you.
With a regular size needle, twisting it around.
Woo!
Your vein. I'm about to pass out because I'm looking at her when she just shaking the needle all around all over the place. Out her rabbit mind. And you know what she had to do? Finally, she went and got a butterfly needle and it worked. They rabbit mind. Is it called phlebotomy? Is that what it's called, Tulin?
A phlebotomist is, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're bad behind phlebotomists. I'm going to create a website called ratemyphlebotomist.com. Take her name, give her F's on there. Say, do not go to this phlebotomist. She don't listen, and she don't have butterfly needles.
You know how many we were having this on that list? Shoot, I've been to several.
So many.
Never miss. I always get it. And then it's so funny. I have a time when she said, well, this is the person we call when everybody has a hard time. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But that was my fault. But,
I always feel like there's some people that they just don't know how to do it.
There are. And then people that do know how to do it is probably seems like they're beneath them. They're probably doing something else. Actually, to be honest with you, you know, these days with staff an issue.
I appreciate the work that they do because it's important to go and get tested and all that stuff. But it's just y'all got to make that a delightful experience as possible and not as painful. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's nothing I really could do, Dr. Joe. Would you do that? Tattoo on somebody's face?
Definitely not.
What? I ain't play that. I don't know why. I just thinking.
No way. No. No.
For us during my time, that wasn't pretty popular.
You know what? It is really common now. I'm starting to see more and more neck, face, ear tattoos.
Yes, I do see
I'm
them.
almost starting to see them a lot. I saw quite a few of those today. I was like, wow, this really starting to be common is these face neck tattoos. Dr. Joe, I'm pretty sure there's some behind that, you know.
What you think?
Yeah, of course. But just like Thule said, this man must have been really, I think it was further than just liking her or being in love. It's more obsession, lust, you know. It's just at what point and what's going on through your mind that you decide that you wanted to tattoo somebody's face in your body. But you know, also her, she wasn't she the one who asked to tattoo her face?
Yep.
I think she was doing that for the wrong reasons, you know, telling them to do that for the wrong reasons. But I remember what that guy named Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
He had that doggone tattoo. He went and got the lady name on his back before.
Mariah.
Yeah. And now he talked like, oh, you know, oh man, you got to be a sucker to put somebody's name on your body. You know, he tried to like, dude, that's what you did.
Really? I didn't even know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It will.
I'm surprised by him.
I ain't ass joker.
He's with so many. He's never. He wasn't that much in love to tattoo somebody's.
See it.
You're right.
Did that.
Yeah, Mariah Carey got him when he was just a little boy and did that drum line.
That's
he
right.
did drum line, nice little Nick Cannon. He was Nickelodeon Nick. She went there, got him, and he ain't been the same ever since. Now he done turned to the evil wild side. Acting like he all tough and thug and out and all this stuff. When the rare like, no, I remember you on Nickelodeon. You don't fool me. Double down with the slime on, all that stuff. You don't fool me. You the little drummer boy. Rumpa pum pum, rumpa pum pum.
That was a good movie.
It was.
Yeah, it was a great movie. But and we try to go and act tough like he a thug. I want 12 kids. Nah, man, stop it. You hurt, man. You hurt.
Why is he hurt?
That's a question you have to ask him.
I'm saying, why when people do things, it's out of hurt? Why do people always think that somebody's doing something out of hurt?
And he's assuming he's assuming that he did it because he was hurt. If a person gets
if I would have gotten a tattoo, it would have been because I'm hurt. It would have been because I wanted a tattoo.
So if you heard what I said he has all these 10 kids. He's hurt. He's lashing out because he's hurt with all these kids and all the stuff he's having. So my comment was based on his actions in regards to that and not limited to a tattoo. I was talking about Nick Cannon now. He has like 10 kids from 10 different women or something like that.
But what if he just wants to have kids?
Right.
There you go with the butt again.
But you're assuming, and you said not to assume.
You just said but. You just said the word but again.
Oh,
and what I want you to do is I want you to realize there's a difference between assuming and presuming. Oftentimes people are presuming and you misinterpret that as assuming, which means that you're wrong for assuming that. Bam.
You assumed that he was
Nope, I did not assume. I presumed.
Okay,
I presume.
Presume that he's sick. I mean,
presume is not the same thing as assume. So let's take the class real quick because sometimes people, I know you didn't know the word Arkansas, so you don't know the word presume. So I'll talk to you briefly about the word presume.
Let's assume something with confidence. That don't mean that you did say that with confidence. So
presume means to suppose something in the case that's based on probability.
No,
Presume.
that's not what you did.
Listen, suppose that something is the case on the basis of probability.
That is not what you did.
Be audacious enough to do something.
No, sir. Look up assume. Nope, I disagree. I could be wrong, but let's look up assume.
Hold on. Did you just say you could be wrong? I appreciate you for admitting that. That's growth.
Take me to the wall. Let's see. There you go. Bam. That's what you did. Assume. Exactly.
No, that says without proof.
You don't have proof.
You don't have proof.
I just told you I had proof. He has 10 kids from 10 different women. That is proof.
That's
He just wants to have kids.
And he did it because he was hurt. Wait, no, come on. No.
You're assuming with no proof.
Assumed, like I said. You need to learn the words, sir. Learn the meanings of the words before you start throwing it all out here at other folks and tell other folks what they don't know, okay?
Tuli, who hurt you, Tuli? Dr. Joe, who hurt you? Who hurt y'all? Let's talk about it. Who hurt y'all?
This weather.
Who hurt y'all? Let's talk about it.
Who hurt me?
Why I got to be hurt?
Are you assuming again?
You are assuming that I'm hurt because of why? Why did you ask me this question?
Who hurt you indeed? That's a question right there. That's a question. Who hurt you?
And why indeed?
Indeed. Who hurt you indeed? Who hurt you? Why? That's an even better question. Tuli, why? Dr. Joe, why? That's a good question right there.
Now, who asked that? I told that person up front. I told that person, no, this is what you do when you don't have the answers, and that's fine because I'm used to it. It's definitely fine. Dealing with you is definitely learning. It takes makes me stronger. Every Thursday I get strong. Every Thursday
we grow with Bueno.
Every Thursday I get stronger.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh, you hear that in the background, Tuli?
I do.
Uh-oh, what that mean, Tuli?
Hello, goodbye. What's that song? The big blue house. Farewell, so long.
That is Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes called Wake Up. You right about that? The Blue Notes indeed. The Blue Notes indeed.
Somebody say
Make sure my patient is coming along.
Oh yeah. Did you have a good quote? Anything you want to share, Tuli?
Sure, I do. Did y'all want to do original quotes or no?
I'm always original. I think I've been original the whole day, but what I do is my original quote would be the quote of
I am.
What I said earlier for the people who didn't turn in earlier. I would say this is either true or false, and that is all problems are solved by the process of questions and answers.
I'm gonna follow Bueno. All the problems are solved by the answers and questions and experiences in life.
Boom. I like that, Resident Joe. I like that.
Okay.
What you got for us, Tuli?
Original. When there's a problem, the question to ask is, am I the problem?
Oh, I like that. And you know what, Dr. Joe? It sounds like she's speaking from experience.
He is. I can't.
Oh yeah.
It's a test.
Oh,
I'm passing.
Growth.
I'm passing. All right.
Oh yeah.
So, now, I will leave you all with. We can't hear it. I will leave you all with this quote. The first step in solving a problem is to recognize that it does exist. Okay.
Max.
That's right.
That's hot. That's hot. You could drop the mic on that one. That's hot. That's facts. That's hot facts right there.
Drop.
Woo! What if you don't understand the problem, Tuli? Just wait. What if you don't understand the question? What if you don't have an
understand
answer?
the problem, there's no way you can get to the answer.
Look at them.
There it is. There it is. There it is. On that note, I definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in to the best radio show on this side of the universe. Galaxy. 2 mics and a mind. We'll hop, y'all. Y'all want to say that too? We'll hop, y'all. We'll hop. I'm not saying
We're about to take it back. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Tony and Julie on the radio. Dr. Joe's therapy on the radio. The love got me going live on the radio. 2 mics and a mind on the radio. Radio, turned up 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 on the radio. 2 mics and a mind. 2 mics and a mind. 2 mics and a mind. 2 mics. Watch this. And a mind.
All right. You do something better. I'll do something better. And we'll be better together. Until next time. Good night. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah. Good night, Tuli.
Good night, Wayno.